Welcome back to the Basketball Operations Podcast, episode number 3. Today we're going to talk about All NBA first team, second team, and third team. We're going to talk about why we had them at their positions, and all that good stuff.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yeah, all NBA teams is always the thing I look forward to.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I feel like all NBA teams are probably, besides the MVP, the most debated.
Yeah, and like you said, it's debated. It brings a lot of discussion on.
It's okay. It's alright. Well, you get noticed. It's all our sponsorship. It's all our sponsorship. It's our sponsorships. Don't worry about it. It's our emails. It's an important email. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And then possibly after talk about the games for today, as well. So first team, we're gonna start with you, and then we're gonna go to me, and then second team, me and you, and then you, then me, and then third team, you, then me again.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
All right, so let me just preface this by saying the way I picked my teams. So the way I saw it is, in order to be eligible for a first or NBA team selection, you had to have played 70% of games.
Okay.
Of the entire season.
Okay.
So you had to play 50 games, at least 50 games.
That's fair.
Which is 70%.
That's fair.
All right, so my first team, at the first guard slot, I'm going Stephen Curry.
Okay.
So, I mean, nothing else you could say really about him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the Warriors this year, averaged 32, 5.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 42.1% from the three-point line.
Mm-hmm.
Just another great Steph Curry year, and like we're all accustomed to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
My second guard slot, I got Luka Doncic.
Mm-hmm. The Don. All right.
Yes, Luka Doncic. Gotic.
Coach.
27.7 points a game, 8 rebounds, 8.6 assists, 26 double-doubles, 11 triple-doubles, led the Mavs to the 5th seed.
Mm-hmm.
My first forward slot, I have Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Mm-hmm.
28.1 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 56.9 field goal percentage, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And, he led Milwaukee to another great season.
Mm-hmm.
My second forward, since Joel Embiid is classified as a forward for all NBA teams,
Right.
I went Embiid at the second forward,
Mm-hmm.
and then I closed out my first team with the MVP Nikola Jokic,
Mm-hmm.
which I think that was
MVP, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
you gotta
he
put
had
it.
to be there. When was the last time an MVP has not been in the first team? I don't think it's never happened, has it?
I don't think it's happened.
I don't think it's happened. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
crazy. It'll happen.
Unless they snubbed Dirk in 07, but I doubt.
07.
I think that has to be like a rule. Like MVP has to be.
Has to be the first
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
right? Okay. So, first team this year is probably undebatable, right?
The
I think-
only like thing you can really debate is the guard position.
Guard
It's
positions.
like, do you want Luka or do you want Dame?
Yeah, but even then, I feel like with storylines, because the thing is with the people that vote all these awards, they're all some news writers
Yeah.
and some reporters and then actual GMs and all that stuff. So I feel like with storylines and then with all the stats, it just has to add up, and it's undebatable. I think this first team, because believe it or not, I mean,
the same first team.
the same first team.
Yeah.
I have Curry averaging 32, 48% from the field, 43% from three. I don't know how people don't realize that 43% and the high clip that he shoots
Yeah,
it
it's
is ridiculous.
yeah, astronomical
He almost shoots better
from 3 than he does from the field.
than he does from the field. That's literally ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And then obviously his incredible free throw shooting, 90% from the field.
Almost went 50, 40, 90.
Yeah, almost from the field, from the free throw line. And obviously 4.6 rebounds, 6.5 assists. Was the Warriors. Obviously, I mean, came short in the play-in, but he
Yeah, he willed this team all year.
yeah, this season was better than his unanimous MVP season.
Yeah.
Statistically, in every stat was better than his unanimous, which is actually ridiculous. So he has to be here. Number 2, I have Luka.
Yes, sir.
You have to have Luka. I think Luka, obviously 27.7, 28 points per game, 40% from the field again, 35% from three. And I think he has been steadily increasing his 3-point percentage.
Yeah,
am I
last year was about 32. he had a hot streak. He went to like 37, 38.
Yeah. And then obviously, like, it'll mellow down. But, like, 35% from three is, like, yeah, okay, middle
he
just
has
he's getting there.
He just has to improve the free throw numbers.
Yeah, especially last series. Like, he was shooting better from three than he was from the free throw line.
But, like, yeah, all Mavericks fan bias aside, you can't leave 28, 8, and 8.
Yeah, you can't. It's 8 boards, 8. Oh, shoot. Look. My notes, I put 8.6 steals. Imagine if he averaged I meant assists.
He'd be the best player ever.
8.6 assists.
He'd still be in the playoffs.
I know. And then Giannis. Obviously, Giannis, first forward. I mean, back-to-back reigning MVP. I can't name any other person who had a better season than him looking at other small forwards, including LeBron and like other great small forwards. I couldn't put him over Giannis. Again, 28.1 points per game, 57% from the field, 30% from three, 11 boards, 6 assists. Then you have Jokic. Cause I think Jokic,
it was either Jokic or Embiid. They're both eligible at power forward.
Yeah, Jokic 26.4 points per game, 56.6% from the field, 38% from three.
And he didn't miss a game this year.
And he didn't miss a game.
So.
And led the league in true shooting at 61%.
Yeah, that's
61% true shooting is ridiculous. And then 11 boards, 8.3 assists, and MVP. So again, like we discussed earlier, like how does he get left out?
Yeah.
And obviously Embiid, he was second, right, or third in MVP voting.
He barely made He had 51 games.
Yeah, so. He barely made it. But like I feel like even then, like even if he missed maybe like 40, like he missed half the season, I feel like he still maybe would have been in here because I don't see any other center. Like, you'll see what other centers I have on here.
Yeah.
And I don't see any other center that played better than him. 28.5, 51 points.
28 and 10.
Yeah, 28 and 10.
37% from three.
Yeah, which for a 7'1" big man.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And then a block and a half. So yeah, I feel like again this first team is pretty undebatable.
Yeah,
like,
I think we'll see this for most of the riders, hopefully.
Yeah,
but
hopefully.
I mean, there's always things that could change.
Yeah, I did research and I saw a lot of picks and I feel like they nailed it probably with first because I mean there's 3 MVP candidates here: Curry, Jokic, the winner, and then Embiid, and then the only person that was not in here is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose got like a couple MVP.
Luka finished 6th, and then I think Giannis was like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So pretty much,
What MVP voting is? Okay, so your second team, sir.
All right, so this is where it gets fun.
Yeah, this is where it gets.
This is where it's a lot of fun. So, my first guard spot for the second team is Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Another great season. He was the Trailblazers again. They had a great offense this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just the defense couldn't get it done.
No.
But Dame averaged 28.2 this year, 4 boards, 7.5 assists. So the playmaking numbers went up. 39.1% from 3, and then 93% from the free throw line. Another great year from Dame.
Mm-hmm.
My second guard slot, I go Chris Paul.
Okay.
Chris Paul. He turned the Suns into the second seed in the West. And he played
Lakers.
And he played 70 games.
Yeah, beat the Lakers.
Without Chris Paul, I don't think the Suns team is what they are. My first forward slot. This is gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I got Julius Randle.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he made New York relevant again. He played the most minutes in the league, averaged 24, 10 boards, 6 assists, 41% from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of New York fans are going to be excited to see what they build around him there in the coming years. My second forward, I went Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
24.8 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5.2 assists. Just another Kawhi Leonard year. I mean, get what you want. Two-way guy.
Zen. He's a Zen.
Yeah, he's a robot. I hate Kawhi Leonard.
He's a Zen.
Yeah, he doesn't miss, guys. He doesn't miss. And then for my center, for my second team, I went Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
Defensive Player of the Year. 71 games, only missed 1 game. 2.7 blocks, 14.3 and 13.5 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty much going to be a lock behind Jokic and Embiid.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Who do you have for your
so
second
my
team?
turn.
Is it different?
It's a little different. There's one spot, but my first guard spot in the backcourt, right, is Damian Lillard. I still have Damian Lillard. Yeah. 28.8 points per game, 45% from the field, 39% from 3. I mean, it's literally just a couple notches under Curry. It's literally it.
Yeah.
4.2 rebounds, 7.5 assists. Like you said, the playmaking numbers went up, came up short. I mean, I think they were just outmatched, and they just have a new defense against the Nuggets. The second, Chris Paul. Now, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people might not like Chris Paul at the second team, mainly because of the stats. Because a lot of people are stats people when it comes to like all NBA teams, MVP, all that stuff. They're stats people, right? Which, again, we are stats people, but like we know intangibles, right? And CP3 is like the king of intangibles, right? The dude does everything you need to do. He's a point guard, right?
Yeah.
So even though 16.4 points per game in the second team is not like really loud, like he was a percent off from 50, 40, 90.
Exactly.
He was shooting 39% from three.
49.9 from the three. He was right there. He was right there. He was just so efficient this year.
Efficient. 50% from the field, exactly. 39.9 from the three-point line. 93.5% from the free throw line, which I think led the league, only behind, or maybe. Did it lead?
From the line?
Yeah, from the line. I think it's behind either Jordan Clarkson or above Jordan Clarkson. I'm not sure, because I know Jordan Clarkson don't miss from the free throw line either. Or Curry. But, and 4.5 boards, 9 assists. 9 assists is ridiculous.
He just controls the tempo of that team so well.
Yeah, it was just like we saw what he did with the Thunder. You know the stat where it was the Thunder had a 0.3 chance of making the playoffs, and then they did it and almost took down the Rockets in 7.
Suns were a lottery team last year.
Yeah, lottery team.
He comes, they go 51-21.
51-21, second team, leading past.
I had to give the nod to him.
Yeah, leading past the reigning champions.
It didn't feel right putting him on the 13.
Now in the front court. Not in the front court. It's because you couldn't put him in front of Curry or Luka. It just doesn't make any sense, honestly. Now for the front court. My first forward spot, I have LeBron James. Only because it's LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's because it's like you can't leave LeBron. Well, I don't remember the last time LeBron was in a third team. Yeah. LeBron's either second or first. And this is the part where it's like, you just have to appreciate greatness because it's 25 points per game, 8 and 8, right? 8 boards, 8 assists, which is his career average, right? And then you have like just the storyline of like appreciating greatness. He's in his 18th season. He's 36 years old, and all that stuff. So it's gonna add in like the injury and he was gone for 20 something games and whatnot, but like he's still LeBron James. Like he's one of the greatest.
I couldn't do it. He put up great numbers before the injury. He played 45 games. I looked it up. The last person to play 45 games and make an All-NBA team was Scottie Pippen in 98-99, and that was a lockout year when there's only 55 games.
Yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
They'll probably give it to him, but in my list, I don't know. I just didn't know how to put that together.
Yeah, they might give it to him just because, like, again, it's his career average.
It's the same with KD. And
okay, we'll get to that later. And then Kawhi Leonard, same. 25.8 points per game, 50-40, almost 90. He had 88.5 from the free throw line. 6.5 boards, 5 assists. A steal and a half, which is ridiculous. Steal and a half. I was trying to look up his steal to foul ratio because I know it's ridiculous, but I couldn't find it. But I know it's something ridiculous because, like, I think in Game 1 of the Jazz series, he had more fouls than the last 3 games combined against the Mavericks, or something like that. This is ridiculous. Like his foul to steal ratio, or just like foul per game is ridiculous. Rudy, 3-time.
No,
3-time.
That's Miles Turner's trophy. I'm just kidding.
Obviously, like his points per game doesn't. Obviously, it's 14.3, but
still decent.
What you see is 13.5 boards, almost 3 blocks a game. First in defensive real plus minus. First in defensive Raptor. First in defensive rating.
Yeah, you got to go really deep into the analytics to see why he's great.
He's an analytics person's dream, which is what we are or we want to be. And this is what it is, because like last year, Rudy did make, I think, second or third. He made one of those, so he was there because again he had one of those crazy defensive seasons again. And then he's number one.
And even if he's not blocking shots, guys aren't trying to come to that paint. He's changing shots.
Yeah.
He's turning guys away.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen in the in the Grizzlies series,
Mm-hmm.
there were, I think, 4 people, or Kyle Anderson drove into the lane, pump fake 5 times, I think, just to get Rudy in the air.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get it. He kicked it out, and then they had to run the offense.
Even in this Clippers series, I see Paul George trying to get to the rim like he did in the Mavs series. And it's just not working.
Yeah.
Like, he's not getting blocked, but it's just not good shots.
He's just too long. That makes man is crazy. And he's not KP.
Yeah, KP. Yeah.
Big lamp.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Okay, your third team?
All right, my third team. The first guard slot, I have Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
I couldn't leave off the 22.2, 11, and 11. Even though the shooting splits aren't the greatest.
Never the greatest.
I couldn't leave them off. At the second guard slot, I have Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
27 game, 6 assists, 4.8. Even though he took a back seat, he still had a great year playmaking wise, and he's 50, 40, 90.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had to put him on the third team. I was close to putting him on second team, but.
Okay.
And at forward, I have no KD. Didn't meet the threshold.
Wow.
But he'll probably get it.
Yeah, he'll probably
from the writers. But I mean, he just didn't play enough games. So
yeah.
I have Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Played 64, averaged 26.4, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, almost 40% from 3. Great year from Tatum. He's only 19.
Only 19. He keeps getting younger.
You're gonna hate this one.
Okay.
You're gonna hate this one. I'll save it for last.
Okay.
So
you're getting nervous.
At center, I have Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
And 18.79. And this is more just so I didn't know what center to put here.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking Clint Capella, but I was like, let's give it a Bam. Had an overall okay year, 64 games, but this is the fun one.
Okay.
The last forward slot, I have Zion Williamson.
Okay.
Making a third team.
Okay. Yeah.
27 a game,
yeah.
7 rebounds, 61% from the field.
Yeah.
And if Stan Van Gundy wasn't his coach, they'd be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's fine. Because, again, we have 2 spots this time where I have different.
Yeah.
So one, I have Westbrook. Again, it's hard to not put in a triple-double season in an NBA 13.
I was just like, I just can't do it.
You just can't do it. Because, I mean, there's a lot of guards out there that I'll tell you in my honorable mentions or snub lists that didn't make it for me because I just felt like story and points per game story and stats just didn't match up. So Westbrook, 22 again, 11 and 11, which weirdly enough, 11.7 assists this year is a career high for him.
Yeah.
A career average.
That's what playing with Bradley Beal gets you.
Yeah, and 1.5 steals. Number 2 in the guard spot. You might hate this one. I have Spider Mitchell.
Whoa.
I have Donovan Mitchell. I have Donovan
No Kyrie?
No Kyrie.
Whoa.
No Kyrie. I have Donovan Mitchell. Best player on the best team in the NBA. 26.4 points per game, 4.5 boards, 5 assists, 43.8 from the field, 47%. 40. Yeah. Oh wow, that's very weird. I don't know. In my notes, I have 43.8% from the field and then 47.6% from the field. So I forgot which one is it. But one of those is from 3. But it's still he's shooting 40, 40, 80 from his shooting splits. And then
no Kyrie?
No Kyrie. I'm
crazy.
sorry.
That's crazy.
Best player on the best team. I just couldn't do it. You know me.
That's why I gave their pity pick to Gobert.
This might be the Jazz bias coming out, but it's not it's hard. And then you see it, and you saw it in the playoffs. Like best team. He missed some games and whatnot with the ankle, but best player on the best team, and it's hard. That's the story part.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. This is again where it's different from the front court, my first position. I do have KD.
You have KD?
I do have KD, again, for the story thing. Coming off an Achilles injury, out for however many games, crazy amount of games, like 100-something games, out for close to 2 years, comes back, 27 points per game, 53.7% from the field, which is crazy for a guy who's quote-unquote 6'9", that can shoot mid-ranges, pull up from 3, dribble pull up from 3, 45% from 3, 88.2% from the free throw line. He just screams efficiency, and it's ridiculous.
He only played 35 games.
I know he only played 35 games.
Oh, no.
I know. But coming off the Achilles injury, though.
You think that's going to be enough?
It has to be enough.
Storyline?
It has to be enough of a storyline.
I don't know.
It has to. And then, like, you see what he's doing. Like, I know, but this is one of the story ones that I feel like Me Too, I agree with, in that the story has to overtake.
You think so?
Because
Okay.
who did you say in your third team of that spot?
I had Tatum.
You had Tatum, right? Okay, yeah. For me, I was like thinking of, okay, because I know these forward positions are the hardest positions to fill, and I was looking. I had Tatum, but then I was like, oh, KD, and I'm like, this is really hard because I know Tatum played a lot of games, and like, again, like you said, the stats they're like almost similar, but like not really. So like, I just feel like the story overtakes it a little bit. KD.
Okay.
So the last two. I have Zion.
Okay.
Like, it's hard. I have Zion.
You know what's funny? I didn't think you were gonna have.
Yeah,
that.
I have because
I was like,
hard.
there's no way as Zion.
Because it's hard. Like, you know me. The thing is with me about Zion is that like I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's just not like a sexy game, right?
Yeah,
yes, he can dunk and grab a couple and whatever, but like it's just not a sexy game. But then again, he's with Jokic and other people and like leading the big man renaissance of dominating the paint, which I understand. And then like it's hard where Zion's averaging 61% from the field, as you said, 7 rebounds. He led the league in paint points by like a wide margin, and the second closest was Giannis. And Giannis, he lives in the paint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So with him leading the league in paint points by like 100 or something is ridiculous. And he led the league in field goal percentage in the paint. Like
61.6% effective field goal percentage.
Yeah.
So he was making the most of his attempts.
Yeah, and the shots that he puts up are ridiculous. Like the dude hangs in the air, he puts out his left hand. It doesn't even look like it's going in.
His left hand goes completely straight, and then he just lays it up, and
the touch is ridiculous. So I had to have him.
Yeah.
Then last is Bam as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know any other center either. I was in the same boat where I was like.
I thought about. I was really close putting Capella.
Yeah,
because he averaged 15 and 14,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
15, yeah.
On the 5th seed team.
Yeah, and they're making noise right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is with the Heat is that they had a very weird season.
Yeah.
They just looked like tired. They looked like they didn't get in stride until like later in the season. But even then, it obviously with the Bucks they got swept. So like. Yeah. It was a weird season for them, and then obviously, like, since every other good center is taken, like with Joel and Jokic and then Rudy, like it's really hard to like put somebody else.
I thought about Enes Kanter. No, I'm kidding.
Aaron Baines. Like you can make a case for Clint Capella. You can make a case for.
You can make a case for
Valanciunas. You can make a case for maybe even DeAndre Ayton, but I mean Bam Adebayo. Like I'm pretty sure because 19. 9, 5 assists, 56.8% from the field. Like, it's nothing flashy, but I think it's enough. Do you want to go with your snubs?
So my snubs. Bradley Beal. I had a really hard time leaving him off because he did average 31 this season.
I forgot about Bradley Beal.
He was going to take Westbrook's spot, but I had to leave Westbrook. I mean, you can't. It was so hard leaving the second leading scorer in the league off.
Yeah.
Like, super hard.
It's really weird, though. He's averaging 30.
He got snubbed again. It's crazy.
It's
he's never made an All NBA team, I think.
Yeah, and that's how much talent is in the NBA.
That guard position.
At the guard position, it's hard.
My second snub, Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
21, 7 and 7.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where to put him.
I didn't know where to put him. I mean, I don't even have him anywhere in my notes right now.
Like I mentioned before, Capella.
Mm-hmm.
He might get some votes for the third team, and we might get shocked that he's on it, but. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Another tough one, Zach LaVine. Like, if the league wasn't this saturated at the guard position, he'd be in, like, the second team. He averaged, like, 27 this year. Paul George.
Yeah.
And then LeBron, Harden, and KD. But that's all due to, like, the games played and stuff.
Yeah. So. Okay. So my honorable mentions are stubs that I was really having a hard time. Was Jason Tatum, obviously. I put him in the third originally, but then again, I really thought that KD like had more of a story, and he had like it's just screaming efficiency, right? So I don't know. I couldn't leave him on there. Kyrie, I know you said the numbers, and 50, 40, 90 is actually like there are only like so many players that did it. It's like 9 or 10 or something.
Yeah.
But it's not Tony Snell. He made his own club, 50, 50, 90.
He only shot like 4 free throws.
Still counts. Still counts. So yeah, Kyrie, like again, it's just I think for me was the like
I couldn't do it.
yeah, I could you couldn't do
Who'd you have over him? Oh, Donovan.
I had Donovan.
Yeah.
I had Donovan over him because I mean like best
Yeah.
player on the best team, like you know, Donovan probably had to be on there. Kyrie just I don't know, just maybe the story as well as like he
like
missed a couple games and like
still played 60.
he still played, but like you know I don't know. I had Jaylen Brown before the injury. I have Jaylen Brown in here. Jaylen Brown.
I left him. I totally.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown really did help the Celtics like when they were on stride and like obviously last year. And he's getting like having career highs in efficiency and field goal percentage and all that stuff. Paul George, you know, like the regular season king.
He came out the gates like shooting 50% from 3.
Yeah, crazy. Just like, and so like Paul. It's just when it hits the playoffs, like the dude's not himself. I don't know what it is.
He looked fine against the Mavs.
I really don't know what it is. Like, I would like to do a study on Paul George on like what exactly like the mindset is or like
he
what
might just have the yips.
Is it just fright? It really?
I don't know.
Stage fright? Like that's really what it is?
Because I mean, it's just, he takes the shots. It's not like he's shying away from the shots.
No.
They just don't fall.
They just don't fall.
I don't get it.
And like he just looks hesitant, but like
unless he's cursed.
And like he should just know already. Like I can't.
You know what it is?
What?
They turn off the magnets in the ball.
They turn off the magnets. That's another episode where we talk about NBA theories, but the magnets in the ball, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I have Ben Simmons.
I didn't have him.
I don't know. Sometimes maybe Ben Simmons could probably make it because the dude fits like 4 positions in the All-NBA, so he could find a way in there. If they don't have KD in there, then maybe Ben Simmons somehow makes it on there. But I don't see it over Brown, Tatum, and what was another small forward?
You know who we left off?
Who?
I don't know if you have him on your snub list. Sabonis.
Oh, I was looking at Sabonis, but I just think there's too much talent in the forward and center position. I think there's just too much talent.
You know what, guys?
What?
I'm changing my pick from Adebayo.
Okay.
It's a big Sabonis.
Big Sabonis?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing? Okay, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
I think everyone's going to think it's going to be Adebayo third team.
Uh-huh.
And then when they announce it, it's going to be Sabonis.
Okay.
So I'll change my pick to Sabonis.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, Sabonis
He flies so much under the radar. I totally forgot about it.
That's ridiculous. Sabonis, like, if there's one position, is that Bam Adebayo. Because I feel like that last
that's a toss-up.
That last center position is a toss-up. Because there wasn't really, like, a huge center that made it, like, oh, okay, like, this is for sure, like, you're the fifth best center.
For a couple years, they were putting, like, DeAndre Jordan on the third team.
I know. So, yeah, Ben Simmons, I have Julius Randle.
It has to be Sabonis.
Sabonis?
20.3, 12 boards, 6.7 assists.
Yeah, that's...
53 from the field, 32 from 3.
Yeah, that's better than Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sabonis, guys.
Yeah, Sabonis. I'll go with you. I'll hop on the Sabonis train.
I can't believe I forgot him. I'm such a casual.
Such a casual. Julius Randle is one of my stubs, obviously.
You snubbed Julius Randle? I totally...
Yeah, I snubbed him, bro.
Okay.
Because, I mean, who do I have? I have Kawhi. Who do I have? See, first team, I have Giannis Jokic and Joel, which is we agree on. LeBron, Kawhi, and Rudy. And then Zion, KD, and Bam.
Yeah, I see.
You can see it. Like, I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself because, like, yeah, he helped the Knicks, but, like, I just feel like, again, there's just too much talent.
I feel like that New York media, man.
The New York media, they might, like, Stephen A. Smith might just, give him an extra vote.
There's a lot of Julius Randle propaganda.
Yeah. Trae Young.
Yeah, he's a snub. He's a snub, too.
Trae Young will probably have to be a snub. He put up,
like 27.
Oh, yeah, 27.
10, let me see.
Like,
it was like 25.
8 assists and 4 boards or something. On good 3-point percentage and all that stuff. So
25 and 9.
Yeah, but again, there's just too much talent. Like, again, like if you look at all our picks for the backcourt,
They're all pretty much locked.
5 of them
Yeah.
are on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I mean West Coast.
Western
Conference. One is East, which is Westbrook, and like, it's just the West is so talented.
Yeah.
Like you can't. It's hard to put players like Trae Young or somebody in there. I have Devin Booker as an honorable mention. Because of like he it's not like it was just Chris Paul by himself.
Yeah.
You know? Like Devin Booker obviously helped. We saw it in the Lakers series, and Devin Booker was or should have been in the MVP conversation because of like he didn't play make or facilitate, but like you saw flashes of it and you saw that like he could, but then obviously like Chris Paul just brings it to another level.
Yeah.
And then like he could just score the basketball. He could put the ball in the bucket. He can ball in the hoop, man.
Booker?
Yeah, Booker.
He's a pure scorer, man.
He can put the ball in the hoop, man.
We're doubling in pickup?
What?
We're doubling
in pickup?
Yeah, I mean, look at Devin. It's working out for you.
Yeah, it worked. They doubled him against the Lakers series, still won. It worked. There was one more that you said on your honorable mentions that I completely forgot about. Read your list again.
LaVine?
LaVine. I left out LaVine on here. Again, too much talent. There was somebody else that I don't have.
Harden?
I left out Harden.
Okay, I have Beal, Butler, Capella, LaVine, George.
Okay, I left out LaVine, Butler, Harden,
that's all I have.
and that's it. I left them out because there's just too much talent and
Yeah.
like either to miss too many games or whatever. Like James Harden, like what hurt him. I think what'll hurt him for all these conversations is like the
honey bun scandal.
Yeah, the fiasco that happened at the strip club and the fiasco that happened with the Rockets.
I think he would have made it if he played more games.
Yeah, just missed a lot of games, the hammy, all that stuff. But my last one is maybe A. Disney. I have Anthony Davis.
No.
Probably not. I just had to put him on here for the conversation.
He couldn't even make my snub list.
I know. Anthony Davis.
He played. Let me pull this up. I think it was less than KD.
Yeah, I think it was.
He played 36 games.
Yeah, 36.
And he played worse than last year.
Yeah.
I can't.
Kelly Olynyk had a better year than him.
Hey, Lakers fans should be looking at Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk.
LeBron, AD, 26% from 3.
It's horrible. I don't know what happened.
That's down from 33.
Yeah, championship high. That's
the free throw percentage is down. He just needs to get healthy this offseason and have his redemption tour next year.
That's what it was. It was just championship high and then like just injuries.
He was having fun on GTA before Game 4.
Shooting Steph Curry in the face on GTA.
But he'll be back next year. I don't think he makes my snub list.
Okay, but yeah, that's the end of my snub list. And like, maybe like this thing with Anthony Davis, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I want to read into it I want to know more because I don't understand why he's so injury prone. Yeah. Because like, is it the way he trains is like his training staff like pushing him too hard to the point where like once the season hits then like in his real gameplay then that's when just like his skin turns to freaking plastic and his bones turn to glass. Like I don't understand what it is. Like is it eating habits? Like I want to know more. Like I just don't understand like what it is.
He's 6'11", right?
Right.
And I just think like the way the body's made, if you're 6'11", you shouldn't be able to move like that.
No.
So I think that's what we're kind of seeing. Like his body might have limitations. Same thing with like a Porzingis. Right. He's 7'3". He shouldn't be able to move like that, and that's why he has a lot of like lower body injuries.
Mm. Yeah, but like the thing is with Giannis, like Giannis is built.
Yeah,
an injury.
Well, Giannis, I think just Giannis is like just a genetic anomaly.
Genetic anomaly.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because Anthony Davis was a point guard, kind of goes for became a center. So I feel like the muscle still should have been like okay in a guard position, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes he still gets in a couple dribble packages and pulls up like he's a freaking shooting guard. So that's the thing. I just don't understand like what causes it. I don't know. Is it like he's probably gonna have to work out with LeBron because obviously LeBron's
LeBron's in that same category as Giannis.
Yeah.
Up until this year, there wasn't really anything.
Or even Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul, he gets into the postseason, but the dude like mastered longevity. Like all these guys mastered. So like
even KD, not KD. I was gonna say KD. He had a couple of injuries.
Yeah, but like he needs to work out with them or understand their diet or something because like. Yeah. Is the dude eating hot Cheetos like when he's not supposed to? When he's not supposed to? Like
someone said that the league's gonna be fucked when Luka goes vegan.
When he doesn't have dad bod anymore. That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep asking you. What if Luka comes back chiseled like Giannis?
I can't wait for pescatarian Luka.
Pescatarian Luka.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are all NBA teams, first, second, and third.
Let us know your picks in the comments.
Yeah,
if you're listening along, if you have anything different than us, let us know.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun to see what we got right and what we got wrong.
Yeah, what we got right and what we got wrong. And I think most we got
hopefully.
wrong. Well, hopefully.
I probably got LeBron and KD wrong. But
right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's literally that third team. That third team is kind of like, first and second is like, okay, you have to know you put them up there because of talent, story, and all that stuff. But then third team is like whether the stats come in, whether the story come in, whether just like whether this is the actually fifth or fourth best player in that position, like again with Bam, like whether that's the fifth best center or fourth best center in the league. And yeah, so yeah, like Ma said, leave your choices or your picks in the comments, and then
or if you're listening on Spotify, tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us at @bball_pod. But before we go, for the last 20 minutes here that we have, we could talk about tonight's games, just real quick here. So tonight's games, there's Bucks Nets first, and then we're gonna have the Jazz versus the Clippers. So if you would like to start out with why the Bucks are making us look stupid, because in the first episode we said it was gonna go 7.
Yeah, I thought this series was going 7 for sure.
Yeah.
But after these last 2 games, Brooklyn has definitely upped their defensive intensity, and I feel like the Bucks are kind of shocked by it, like surprised. Right. They didn't think they were gonna get hit in the mouth that hard.
Yeah.
Middleton, I think it comes down to Middleton. He needs to start making his shots.
That's what.
What did he go 4 of 19 or something like that?
In what, game 1?
Game 2.
Oh, game 2. Yeah.
Game 1 was alright, but game 2 he was just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. After the second half, I turned off the TV. I went.
He couldn't buy a bucket.
I want to go do something else because I was like, man, this game's over.
It doesn't help when literally everyone on the Nets cannot miss.
No, not even Blake Griffin.
You got Kyrie and Harden, or Kyrie and KD. They're gonna do their thing. You know what you're gonna get from them. Then you got Blake Griffin hitting threes, turning back the clock. Dunking on Giannis.
And it's not even turning back the clock.
Yeah.
It's just the evolution of this guy's game for some reason.
I don't get it.
Because we saw it a little bit in Detroit, where the dude can hit a couple threes here and there. But it was not like this dude's a sniper, or this dude can help a championship team. I thought he was done.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be one of those pickups. He's gonna come off the bench, get some okay minutes. I didn't expect him to be, starting.
Yeah.
And then you got Joe Harris.
Sniper.
50% from 3. And then Mike James, the guy they get from the EuroLeague. The EuroLeague is 6-foot guard, killing them. They can't stop him.
Mike James.
Just everyone on that team is clicking right now. Even Nicholas Claxton. Bruce Brown.
6'4" power forward.
I don't know.
It's actually ridiculous right now, and it's just
it's hard to watch the Bucks on offense too. They think they need to get to their 5 out. They're trying to incorporate that Drew Holiday too much.
Yeah.
I just feel like they need to go into get Giannis the ball and just let him make a play.
But I feel like that goes back to what they did earlier, 2 years ago before they got Drew. Because I was telling you when I texted you when we were watching the game, or when I watched the game, that I don't understand. They're just going back to 2 years ago, where it was just a 5 out. They're just stagnant, and then I make fun of Giannis all the time, but it's he does this weird hesitation dribble, and then whips it to Connaughton or whatever, and then they just put up a contested 3 and a miss, and then it just wasted 8 seconds, 9 seconds for nothing, and and then it also goes to show Budenholzer, I don't know what the dude's doing. The dude cannot make adjustments. He kills him. He gets killed in the first 3 quarters. They're down by 50, and then he finally decides in the 4th quarter, okay, let's figure out what the hell they're doing now.
Yeah.
And then the next game, he continues to do the same thing, and then does it 4th quarter. That's why they never win anything.
Yeah.
And I thought the whole reason was to bring in Drew Holiday was to have
another initiator
to have a Chris Paul type.
That's where I feel like
impact.
the Bucks are the best. They're best at when they're moving, they're cutting,
Yeah.
they're getting on in transition. I don't know. I just feel when the ball goes stagnant, that's when they break down. Their offense breaks down. It's just like, what do we do now?
Yeah, and then it doesn't help either that like, I mean, Dante DiVincenzo like might not be like a person you think about, but like
he's a big part of their.
Yeah, he was a good cutter and he was a pretty good offensive rebounder. Like he would get extra possessions for them. Yeah, like the Bucks need to start making adjustments.
They need to come out strong in Game 3, or else their season's over.
Yeah, because if they're down Game 3, it's over. Yeah. It's really over. So yeah, again, props to the Nets because again that was a real big question coming in.
That was our question mark. Are they going to play defense?
Was defense?
Because they could score 140, but if they give up 150.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. Like Giannis should go into this being like, dude, nobody on this side can guard me. How am I getting stripped and not getting past the restricted area?
Yeah.
Because of Blake Griffin.
All Giannis has to do is. He can literally he can do Eurostep from 3-point line, get by Blake.
He can Eurostep yeah.
Just let alone the free throw line.
It's that simple. Like, I feel like the offense needs, like, for some reason people need it to be so complex, right? But I don't think it needs to be that complex. Like, I just feel like if you work in Drew Holiday in a pick and roll with Giannis, which I've seen them do a couple of times, and you send back screens or pin downs for Chris Middleton, like, it becomes an ever-flowing offense. But, like, the thing is, like, I feel like Giannis needs to prove something for, like, so much during the game that, like, he makes it stagnant. He takes bad shots. Do
you think they should go Giannis at the 5?
If they go,
put Bobby Portis at the 4 and get Burke out? So that way they're more energetic on D?
Maybe, but I think it's
they
like
tried it.
They need to have Brook Lopez on the court though, because like it's a stretch 5 and he protects the paint.
Yeah.
But like I feel like in this series protecting the paint isn't really like an issue because like a lot of Brooklyn's points are coming in between or outside.
Yeah.
So like you have to make the adjustment like what was it? Who got run out the court? Like Zubac, right? Like with KP, like coming out to the side, like Zubac got run out the floor, and like, the thing is that you need to have somebody that freaking, that doesn't need to protect the paint if they're so outside. So like Zubac ended up getting run out the court because there's no paint to protect. Because like the Mavericks got a lot of Dodo corner threes and Lucas step back threes, so it was at KP.
Yeah, anytime they saw Zubac on the floor,
it was
Luka pointed. Okay, bring him over here.
A barbecue chicken, right?
Yeah.
And like that's what maybe they want to do with Brooke. Who knows? But like it's just that Pate Princess like doesn't really matter. I feel like in this series. But yeah, props to again, like I said earlier, props to the Nets defense.
Brooklyn Nets title favorites.
Probably
made us look dumb.
Probably
gonna end this one in 5.
Yeah, and they're doing this without Harden too. Just think about it.
So once they get Harden back,
they won Game 2 by 49.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Without Harden.
That's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And like I told you, if they win it without Harden this entire playoffs, it's fair. Like it's fair? I think it's fair. I mean, it's two guys with not like who are these other guys? Like they're all old heads, or freaking EuroLeague guys.
Sure.
Or
but Harden comes back. I mean.
Then it's not fair. But
2 MVPs
in like a perennial superstar box office.
Yeah, that's so tough.
I don't know, but again, if no Harden, it's fair, and Bucks don't make us look stupid. Please, just win one. That's all we're asking.
Budenholzer, I know, he's nervous.
And I feel like it's already set. If they lose, it's over. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. There's a coaching.
I bring Jason Kidd back.
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. So, and then the last game, obviously after that, is the Jazz Clippers game. No. Just because it's Utah, that doesn't mean like this. We talked about this last episode. It's not sexy. It's Utah. I understand. It's not sexy, but they got a great team down there.
Yeah, they do.
They're my team. And I feel like 3 keys to win today. Game 2, take a 2-0 lead, take care of home court, go to LA where they have cardboard cutouts of people, and there's no home crowd. Is again the 3 ball. We cannot miss another 20 shots in a row. We can't miss another 20 shots. If we miss 20 shots in a row.
I mean, you guys missed 22 in a row and still won. So, yeah.
But so when we start hitting, Joe Ingles starts getting a little rhythm.
What if he doesn't find his rhythm?
Ooh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got flamethrower.
You ever thought of that? I'm not an optimist.
Not an optimist. I'm not, man. The thing is, Joe Ingles is that once he gets in the pick and roll with Gobert, he does that fake pass, fake goes up. It's never fully off. It's because he needs to fill the role that Mike Conley gave us when he was there. So, number 1, I have the 3 ball. So we need to make our threes. Because we started out poorly from the 3 and we still won, but we have won every game, or I think there was a stat that every game that we have played, we have in the last 5 games we've made 20 or more threes, or 15 or more threes, something around there. So the 3 ball is very important. But the thing is with our 3 ball philosophy is that we're not live and die. We're not like the Bucks, or the James Harden Rockets. We're not live and die. We're not gonna miss 18 threes and then just keep chucking them up. We're gonna get in the paint. We're gonna give it a Boyan, get him a couple fadeaway threes. We're gonna give it a Gobert, lob, stuff like that. But we just gotta make our threes. Number 2, Clipper others, including Paul George. So basically, including Paul George, because I am one of those people where I feel like this series is important on Clippers others. Where if we should be able to defend, where let Kawhi get his, let him get his. Who cares? Let him drop 30. I don't care. But it's the others. We can't get Marcus Morris get hot.
He gets 30 on 10 of 10.
10 of 10. I don't care. If we lose and he gets that, it doesn't matter. Marcus Morris, right? He went 1 for 7 or 1 for 8.
It must be nice, right? It must be nice.
So we have to make him beat us. Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson got him in foul trouble. Paul George continued to be pandemic P. Zubac got a couple.
I don't think he's gonna play.
I don't think he's gonna play.
Yeah, I think Ty Lue just measured it out, see if he can get him out there with Gobert.
Yeah.
But I think he's not gonna.
Rondo
or Favors, but I don't think he's gonna play.
Yeah, because I feel like the thing is with Favors and Zubac, whenever in the court, they kind of cancel each other out because it's
the Clippers just have to stay small.
Yeah, they have to stay small. Nick Batum give you a couple threes, you make some moves. Luke Kennard, the dude didn't play the entire series against the Mavericks. He barely played. And then, DeMarcus Cousins, he got some run for some reason. It worked, but I don't see it lasting long. Just let Kawhi get his. We'll focus on everybody else. And number 3, the most important, is Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, again, is the key. We are 5-0 in the playoffs when he starts. 5-0 when he starts, or when he plays in the playoffs when he starts. And I showed you the stat earlier that he's averaging 37, 5 or something on 50-40.
We've seen that before.
No, we haven't. On 50-40 shooting splits since 2020, since the bubble. And that's literally ridiculous. So Donovan Mitchell, obviously we've seen it, 45, his jersey number.
Don't add that.
It's his jersey number. He matched his jersey number.
You can't do that.
And
kind of symbolism.
You want to match? Dwayne Wade is courtside. Donovan Mitchell's Dwayne Wade with a shot. I'm telling you right now. And so Donovan Mitchell has to be the key to win this series. And obviously if we get Mike Conley, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Clippers do.
So if Conley comes back, the Clippers are going to be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're in trouble right now because with Luka, they were doing a lot of blitzing the pick.
Yeah.
Doubling, trying to get the ball out of his hands. But you can't do that with Donovan. Because if you do that, there's more playmakers on that Jazz team. Who's Luka going to pass the ball to?
Yeah.
Dorian?
That's the thing with Utah is we have a lot of ball handlers when Conley's on the floor.
Boyan could handle the rock.
Yeah.
Royce O'Neal put it on the floor.
He could put it on the floor. He's made some.
Mike Conley comes back. Joe Ingles could initiate
There have been lineups on the floor where it has been Donovan, Joe, Mike, Boyan, and Rudy. Yeah, so that's 3 ball handlers.
So that's where I feel the Clippers are going to run into issues. They're going to try to stop Donovan But then the Jazz others are gonna.
Yeah, then you have Mike, and then you still have Jordan Clarkson who create his own shot, and then you still have Joe who runs that great pick and roll.
They got why is Luke Kennard guarding Donovan?
I don't.
Get Batum out there.
I saw it down the stretch. I'm like, why is Luke Kennard still in the game? But I mean, I loved it because he was saying barbecue chicken, and he scored the first 10 in the third quarter and came out and ended up scoring 30 in the second half, 30 something in the second half.
I don't know what Tyler's doing, man.
He's the key. He can't win. Tyler can't win without LeBron. I hate saying that, but who knows?
Oh no. What if you guys lose in 6?
If we lose in 6, it's fine. I mean, we're technically supposed to lose this series.
What if Paul George goes crazy tonight, right?
Okay.
Watch this prediction.
Okay.
Paul George, 35 points.
Okay.
12 of 16.
12 of 16. Okay.
NBA Twitter's gonna explode.
I know, and then like
you know what's funny about Paul George?
What?
The game will just start. He'll miss his first shot, and you already have Pandemic featured.
Oh, I don't understand. Like the dude missed the shot. Like come on.
No, but last game, it was warranted. 3 of 17.
It was horrible. That was a horrible game.
But I'm pretty sure when he missed his first shot, that's when they started.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you saw it, but later, like when it was clutch time, the dude took a 3. I'm like, this is not going in, right? It's not going in, right? It went in.
It went in. First third field goal of the game.
Yeah, it went in, and he scored or assisted in the Clippers' last 8 points. Which
he's been doing a good job facilitating and rebounding.
Which is what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Paul George is at his best when he starts off in the paint driving and works his way out. He does not work well out to in. It's in and out for him. And he needs to understand that, because the thing is, when I saw in the games when he was against the Mavericks, when he was hot, he started driving on KP
he
and then worked his way out.
And then his midi was falling, and then he got into his hezzy 3. And
it's for him, it's like a gradual thing that has to happen. Like obviously we've seen he's a rhythm player, so like it's like a gradual thing that has to keep happening. That has to keep going from paint to mid range to 3, and like. That will be scary, because that's the potential that we have, or that the Clippers have, of like you have Kawhi mid-range threat that can facilitate, then you have Paul George that can work 3. That's a 3-level scorer, and that's the potential. But like it never pans out in the playoffs for some reason. I don't know. Happened. We saw it last year, just didn't work out. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh. Paul George, way off. Fucking like 3. Side of the back.
To George in the corner for 3, way off. I'm telling you, if I ever am in a bad mood, just to get me going again, I just didn't see that clip. Him hitting the side of the backboard. Seeing it live was, oh my god.
Seeing it live was horrible. I remember
because that was literally like it just snowballed the entire postseason. And then just culminated with that moment.
Yeah, just right there. Like, if you want to see, like, if my kids ask me, like, well, how was Paul George? Like, I'm looking at Paul George highlights, and like, he sucks
because the guy was crazy in Indiana.
Like, yeah, then he broke his leg.
And then he started talking all this mess. So y'all ain't met playoff P yet.
And then it went downhill from there. I don't know what it is. And maybe next time.
I'm on motherfuckers' asses.
Maybe next time he just has to stay quiet.
Yeah, that's the thing. If Paul George just stay quiet, man, and then. Have your revenge tour.
Yeah.
That he needs to have his villain arc.
Villain arc. He needs to have villain arc. Yeah. Okay. Well, so that is the end for today's episode. We had a lot of good picks for our All-NBA team, and we talked about our picks and what they need to do for tonight's series. So please follow our Twitter, bball_pod. To get all our links. Our links are in the bio for Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Anchor as well. And then we'll notify you once an episode goes live. And this episode was great. I appreciate it. This was fun.
Very fun.
We're going to have another one possibly next Thursday as well. Oh no, not the next Thursday. The following Thursday after that. So that's probably the schedule that we have. It's probably every Thursday when we're gonna release an episode.
So when the off season starts, that's when
I'm telling you, yeah.
We'll probably go 2 a week.
Yeah, I'll probably go 2 a week, probably maybe like Tuesday, Thursday, or something like that. But then that's when we're gonna, show you guys exactly what we are as a podcast, because I feel like in the off season, like since we're basketball operations podcast, like we're gonna be able to do rebuilds. Like this is what we want to do. We want to do rebuilds of all these teams and use actual cap space and put ourselves in the shoes of these GMs and basketball operations presidents to like make this team better. And so we can't wait for that, but we need your support. So please, again, go like, subscribe on the video, leave comments on anything you guys would want us to change. Subscribe to our Spotify, subscribe to our Google Podcast, subscribe to Apple Podcast coming soon. So subscribe to that too. When that comes out, we'll notify you again. And thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for listening.